JDs and Lentilman, Goys and Burls, welcome back to the channel, and Palworld is a game that has quickly taken over my life, and I mean that. Like, that's all I want to do right now is play Palworld, and as someone who isn't the biggest into survival-style games, or I'm going to be even honest, I'm not like the biggest Pokemon fan, so this is not a game that I thought I would be that happy with, but with it coming to Xbox Game Pass, and I already having Game Pass playing other stuff, I decided, well, let's just give it a try and see how it is, and now I have no life. I've just sunken my entire life into Palworld, so I decided, like we do here on the channel, let's get into it and talk about Palworld and just give my honest thoughts and opinions if maybe you're thinking about buying the game or getting it on Game Pass. So first things first, I'm going to say Palworld on Steam has hit 5 million total sales and has had like 1 million concurrent players playing at once, or like 1.1 million, and I don't think this has anything to do with Game Pass downloads, so I'm curious how many downloads total they have across the board, because this is a game that I didn't think would become this popular. I didn't think it would become this successful, but Palworld is extremely fun. And behind all the memes and funny stuff that there is about enslaving other pals and making them basically a sweatshop to produce things for you, there's a deep-rooted survival game, kind of like Ark, but if it wasn't broken and awful. I've played Ark before, and it's just too glitchy, too annoying, and just, it's not fun to me. It's just kind of meh. But Palworld hits that kind of nail right on the head of being a smooth survival game that every time I do something new, I'm realizing that there's more and more and more to understand about Palworld. Now, another really big positive about the game that I think people might be looking a little past is that the map is absolutely massive. I mean, it's massive. Like, there is so much to do on the map. There are raider camps where you can go free pals that you then can earn. There are settlements that have merchants. There are black market merchants hiding in the mine shafts. There are dungeons to explore that have bosses and chests and other things that you can find, ancient relics. There is so much to do on the map that even one playthrough with your friends, let's say even to make it to max level, you're still not going to have accomplished everything there is to do on that map. Now, the one thing that does worry me about Palworld is like the long-term kind of game that it is. Like, is the game going to have a full-on content schedule coming in the future? What could they add other than new pals and stuff? Maybe a new location, whatever it might be. Is there a long-term goal for this game? But in the entry, as it is now, in the fresh time that it's in a position that has a long kind of grind to it, and once you get done with that grind, you will feel fulfilled. And obviously, playing with your friends in a survival game can bring some amazing memories, and it can bring some funny moments and some crazy moments, and that's one thing that I encourage a lot of people. If you're going to get this game, also make sure coordinate with your friends if you do get this game, because right now, still Steam and Game Pass can't play together, so if you have it on different systems or different platforms, you're not going to be able to play, so figure out what they're on, make sure you get it on that one. But overall, it's a game that if you're going to play with your friends, you're going to make memories on it. It's going to be funny. And real quick, just to touch on like all the negativity coming towards the game because it's kind of stealing from Pokemon. Number one, it's not, I guess. Let's even say it is. Who cares? It's fun. It's something that's unique and fun that we haven't seen in a very long time inside of a survival game. And Pokemon is not going to get hurt from Palworld's having success. That is like one of the biggest markets in the world when it comes to animated series. So who cares if they're hurting from this or whatever it might be? They're not gonna hurt. They have enough money that it doesn't matter. Like, let's let a game that's made by an indie company succeed rather than pushing them out of the market and pissing everyone off. Another thing I'll say is if you have friends that are playing this game, it makes the experience even better. Going to do things with your friends like dungeon runs and competing against bosses. Like, today, we literally fought against a boss while my teammate was like level 2, and we bare-knuckle boxed this damn giant level 28 boss for like half an hour until we eventually defeated it. It was one of the most crazy and entertaining multiplayer moments I've had in gaming in a very long time. It was honestly hilarious. It's something that shouldn't happen in game. You shouldn't be able to win those, but the boss fights feel like these kind of MMO style fights where they can take a while. They deal a lot of damage. You have to bring the right pals. If you're not situated for the right pals, you know, you're gonna probably lose the boss fight. But just overall, the game itself is so interesting and deep-rooted with a survival aspect that the game is becoming more and more successful because people are starting to realize that there's more and more to do. I've barely cracked the code on things that I'm able to do because I'm level 17, and just to give my true initial thoughts and opinions, the game is in-depth, it's creative, it's fun. That's the main thing there, is the game is truly fun. So let's move away from the serious part of the game real quick and kind of go into the fun part that a lot of people have been just having a ton of fun with and memeing around. And it has to do with these pals or Pokemon or whatever you truly want to call them, and how you basically enslave these guys to do things inside of your base for you. Right now, I believe I'm like level 17, so I've gotten, I think, 11 pals allowed at my base at once, and I got this entire team of just enslaved creatures doing stuff for me, getting wood and grabbing stone and just so much stuff that when you show up, it's like, damn, there's a lot going on here. But let me tell you, when I found out that you could capture human players, and basically now you've started a ring of human trafficking, the game just gets even wilder. Now, the only complaint I truly have, and this is something that obviously you can work on yourself and choose what you want to go through, but on the statistics side of thing, like your stamina, I feel like starts out really low for a low level. I do kind of like that they bring down if you can catch like the higher level creatures, they bring them down to your level to keep them more balanced, but I kind of wish that like they kept them the level you had them at and they were more likely to fight at that level. I don't know. That's just something from my perspective. It would be a little broken if they did that, but it's a game that honestly, broken stuff is meant to happen. So also, I hope in the future, or maybe I just haven't unlocked it yet, they give you an ability to kind of like bring your pals back to life once they die in a fight. Like if they get like incapacitated out in the wild, I just want them to bring in something that maybe I could like inject my pal with that'll bring him back to this earth. But I don't know. It could be something I learned later, but I'm only level 17, so I can't really speak on that. But overall, the only major thing that I could say that could kill this game a little bit is all of the negative comments and people that are hating on it, because people are having fun with it. That's how society is nowadays. If you enjoy something, people are going to shit on it because they don't know how to have fun. They're just miserable and boring. So if you guys enjoy Palworld, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. If you want to see more Palworld content, I'm willing to do it. It's a fun game. It's a cool game to do commentaries on too, because I could just sit back, chill, relax, and play the game. That's one thing that I truly love about it. So, love you guys to death. Appreciate all love and support recently here on the channel. You guys are beautiful, one of a kind, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is the boys.